he the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass back.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
49, check 49, check 49. Hatch it. At 59. He's checking. Crash.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Watch the ship. Let him go.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He's set. 19. So don't say nothing. Shift. Watch twist. 29.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 41 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 50. 25. Check 25. Check 9. Shift. Alert. He's coming.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Hyde. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He was brought down by
Check the backer.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, turn it up. Check for it. 31.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
3 buds.
Now Jackson going to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 70 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And a cut to the right and some open field here. These 2 teams all tied after 1. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Go. Watch twist. That's 59.
This is Miller. Oh, and now some space to operate. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 47 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good gain.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Ingram. Room here to run. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a 1st down.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 16. Jackson, he's going to take off with it. And some room to maneuver. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Jackson on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zach Cunningham in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd.
Let's go.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And now we've got a man a little jumpy here, maybe trying to block the extra point. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Big ass, big ass, big ass. Joker, 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 joker. Switch, switch.
Throwing is Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And all that work, but he he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Hey, let's get there. Check, crunch, 54. Crunch. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
3rd down, Carlos Hyde. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Mike, 48. Too little, cut.
They're going for it. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Texans push further out in front. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasize.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And the pressure gets to him again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Watch the eyes. Undercut, undercut, undercut.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 41. Push him back.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. 22 yards as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Alert 3. Hey, alert 3.
Running for it. Here's Hyde. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Houston. Carlos Hyde. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans push further out in front. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston, it's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles. And
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. J.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Whitney merciless, able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Jackson forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Watch the second. 19. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch. Slam. Check 52. 59.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Here we go. Rush in. Show it. 26. Shoot.
On 2nd down now. Hyde. Carlos Hyde. See you later. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Ravens take over first and 10. Let's go! 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now Jackson, flush to his right. He'll try, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown run, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Mike, 41. Hey, let's get that high. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Miller. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans push further out in front. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson now. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jackson will keep it, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in, and the Ravens get a bit closer. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. This time Jackson will throw it, escaping the pressure right. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Throwing now, Watson. Rolling to his left. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.